all right, and the U.S. government has nothing but money and time. So from the outside looking in, I'm not an attorney, but this looks frivolous. This looks like somebody trying to lean on somebody. This looks like maybe, I don't know, like you said, MoneyGram, Western Union decided to get a couple senators in there and say, this is going to put us completely out of business. Like we make 25 cents. We make 25 cents out of every dollar transferred. What's to say that they don't just keep dragging it out, bleeding you out? I mean, how long can they take this? If they take this thing 10 years, is Ripple going to fight for 10 years? What's their breaking point before they say, okay, you know what, fine, we're security, close the thing down, reincorporate in Mexico with this same exact white paper and start over?
It's a great question. My settlement scenario was if that pressure point existed for Gensler, that it was going to put him out of business regulating all the other crypto because of the precedent. If those rulings don't come down favorable for Ripple, then I don't think there's a settlement. I think it goes to verdict, and I think it's on appeal, and I think we are looking at a couple years of that process. At some point, Ripple could tap out and say, listen, we'll go with a certain designation. We can only sell to accredited investors now. There's ways to get around it, but I don't see it happening. I see it either settling, because of those rulings that come down, or it goes to verdict. And there was a verdict in Connecticut not too long ago where a jury came back where there was a digital asset, a small one, where the jury said that's not an unregistered security.
We know Gary is hired and appointed, I think, February 3rd of this year by Kamala and Biden as the SEC chair. And he used to be the Commodity Futures Trade Commission under Obama before. And then prior to that, he was under Clinton. So he's a full-blown Democrat. Absolutely. They know it. And we know Kamala, Biden, one of the game plans that they had is there was a couple things that we're not comfortable about is why they brought Gary in. Gary is not a fan of SPACs. They're trying to overregulate SPACs. You're aware of that because last year there was about $100 billion of money raised for SPACs the last 24 months. So SPACs are on the up and come. They've been around for a while, but it's been a lot of momentum lately. And the other thing they're worried that they cannot regulate is why they brought Gary in is cryptocurrency. They would like to figure out a way to make crypto a security because if they do, they can now control it. They can now, regulate it. They can do a lot of different things. So for the audience that has no clue what's going on, let's go through your initial passion on why you, as a former Marine lawyer who's extremely skeptical, why did you all of a sudden say, look, man, I want to see what's going on here with crypto. This is kind of interesting to me. What was appealing to you?
All right. Well, first thing I did what a lot of people do. I read the Bitcoin white paper.
Okay.
Fell in love with the concept of cryptocurrency, bought Bitcoin, bought Ethereum, bought XRP. Brian Armstrong of Coinbase was trying to negotiate with them over that Lynn product. And all of a sudden, he shares with him all that information. He goes in and he talks to him. And then what do they say? If you bring that Lynn product, we're going to sue you.
Why do you think they did want to be the first to incorporate the United States? They're obviously not dumb guys. Why do you think they wanted this fight? I feel like they kind of, maybe not the SEC, maybe not the way that they've gone after it, but I feel like they poked the bear, by kind of swimming against the current. And I don't know, maybe they thought they would skip the line and be the first that would become like some sort of, state-backed, as E.B. Tucker called it, Fed coin.
Right.
I don't know what the intention was. I don't know what kind of conversations you've had with them, but have they ever described to you what their thinking was with making this, an American product?
No, I've never spoken to them. And a lot of my critics will say, he's a plant for Ripple. Look what he's doing. Never spoken to him. There was a report done by Fox Business on this story, and they said Deaton's no fanboy of Ripple. I don't got anything against him. I'm an XRP holder. I want them to be successful because if they're successful, the whole ecosystem grows. But I don't know why. A lot of people ask that question.